Welcome to our channel. I'm Saf.
And I'm Teddy. Welcome to Game and Dad's Jail!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Game and Dad's video. Thank you again for tuning in. All your support is greatly appreciated. And if you would, please hit that like, that subscribe button, and hit the bell so you know of all our info that we're coming out with. So we'll kind of bring out more content as the days go on. Moving into what we're talking about today, we're talking about this new mega dungeon. It's going to be pretty good looking. I'm not going to get into it. We'll go over it in detail. We're going to go over the new Raider IO that is so very important if you want to get in any kind of Mythic Plus rating. That is now built into the World of Warcraft itself, and we are going to speak about the difference or the changes to Torghast and a little couple Maw updates. So let's get this cracking. Tang, tell us about this mega dungeon, which you said looks like what?
Alright, so we were talking about this before the video. The new dungeon is called Tazavesh, I think. Don't crucify me.
We misspell
Tazavesh.
words and say things wrong all the time, so don't judge.
English is hard for us, okay? We're dumb Americans. So Tazavesh, the Veiled Market. It looks a lot like the lost city of Tolvir to me. And it's funny when I said that because what did I say the raid looked like? I said the raid reminded me of Throne of
Four Winds. Yeah.
So they pretty much just totally stole the same artwork and skin for this stuff.
Pretty much.
I mean,
it looks nice.
The dungeon, I mean, it looks nice, but it literally looks exactly like the city of Tolvir. I mean, exactly like it.
I'm pretty excited about it. I really liked Mechagon, so I think I'll like this one. This is another 8
Mechagon
boss raid.
was definitely fun.
It has 8 boss mega dungeon. Obviously, when it goes into Mythic Plus, it'll be split into 2, 4, and 4.
Yep.
Why
don't you
I've been going over some of the overviews. All right, so like the first one looks kind of like a normal boss, kind of sorta. Obviously, they all have like different abilities. There's one that really stuck out to me, and that was there's the force bombs.
Miza's Oasis, right?
Oasis, yeah. You are actually. It says select an instrument and hit notes to increase the crowd's excitement, defeat enemies, bring down the house, and you may gain access to whatever her name is, the chick who owns the Oasis herself. Okay, so the tank hits notes as a singer and disrupts enemies to defend your allies. Get the crowd excited over 100 by hitting notes to defeat the enemies. Then the damage dealers, they hit notes on the guitar, the saxophone, and the trumpet. And then the healers hit notes on the drum set to increase the crowd's excitement and heal your allies. So like there's abilities like guitar slide, trumpet slide, saxophone slide. So if you ever played like Heroes of the Storm, where you play ETC and he does like his little slide, I'm not sure if it's that. I would assume that you're on a stage and like you have like a rowdy crowd and they're like coming up trying to basically, start a mosh pit on your stage, and you're sliding to like knock them down and defeat enemies and playing your instruments. So, I mean, I think it looks sick. I mean, that sounds so cool. It could be a total catastrophe, but it could be awesome.
It sounds really cool, but it'll probably just be DPS stand here, click this, healer stand here, click that, tank stand here, click that.
But maybe it's just as good as the chess part in Karazhan.
We'll see.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Everyone liked it because it was so original.
Right. So I'm thinking this could be the same. So we'll see.
It will be nice, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah. I think the next cool boss is the time cap hook and tail.
Oh, Hooktail, yeah.
How is it cool not to have a pirate dragon? I mean, that is so cool.
Pretty cool. And being time captain, she has time warp too. She time warps her allies, so it's gonna be a bunch of stuff.
It looks like her eyes have been removed. She has on the right eye, she's got a patch with a pirate painted on it, and the left's like glowing like her feet and her wings.
She looks pretty cool.
And then
she definitely does she does like a dragon breath, obviously. It's kind of like a couple of the little overview things. Like the tanks have to aim her infinite breath away or at the Corsair brutes. Try not to turn Time Captain's hook tail towards your allies. So you don't want her tail because her tail has a knockback, obviously. Um,
Very
I don't know,
nice.
man. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I like her armor. She's got like the leather and like the Indian beads and then pirate hat. It's really cool. I hope that fight is lives up to it. It's not just a boring dragon fight.
Yeah,
And it looks like
and
we'll
then
close that dungeon out with who, buddy?
it looks like Soleil. So the only thing that
Soleil,
looks kind
Soleil,
of great,
Soleil, Ole.
right? The tanks get a collapsing star ability. So Soleil forms an orb containing 4 charges of collapsing energy that persists for 20 seconds. Each time a player comes in contact with collapsing star, it consumes a charge to apply collapsing energy to all players, inflicting 9 arcane damage every second for 1 second. So he fires in a direction of Soleil's target and must be discharged before it reaches its destination. So I think that'll be a cool tank fight. Because I mean, it looks pretty boring for like damage and healers. It just kind of says disrupt, disrupt the power overwhelming and the hyper light jolt. So
Yeah.
um, the loot that everybody seems to want, that sword that we were talking about in our last video, that looks like it's almost like a blade, like a lightsaber almost
Uh
looking. You
huh.
know what I'm talking about? That
Yeah.
drops off the first boss in here, so it's not going to be overly difficult to get.
Oh, nice.
So
Wasn't
that's
wasn't
kind
there
of
like five
exciting.
or six colors too though? Like there's a lot of different colors to
Yeah,
that.
I only see like I mean on the tool tips here, it only shows it in blue. I don't see it in any other color. I'm looking through right now at the loot charts, which you can find on MMO Champion. We'll link in the description down here. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere else. Just that first boss. So,
Anyways, closing out our Mythic Plus section, what do you think about Raider.io now going to be built into WoW?
I would really like it because now I don't have to keep updating the add-on. So
That
that'd be
that
kind of
will be
nice.
nice.
But it will fully embrace how important it is.
Yeah,
You know what I
which
mean?
we
Like right
we
now,
have been against.
you still have certain people who really don't care too much or worried about it because they're like, oh, it's not a big deal. But now it's going to be like back in the day, you'd have to do the get the like the silver damage. You remember what I'm talking
Yeah,
about? And
yeah.
then like if you had gold damage, oh man, you were getting invited to all groups. You know what I mean? You had that little like
That was in
individual
Mop. Yeah, that was
yeah,
in Mop.
individual fight stuff you had to do to get, your challenges up. And you actually
well,
had to get bronze to even start dungeons, I think. So
well, some of what they're gonna do. There's a dungeon score description. That's gonna be your sum of your best Mythic Keystone dungeon scores.
okay.
So then there's a total dungeon score percentage, a dungeon score breakdown, a best affix. Like they're going in deep on it. I mean, it really looks like they're going in deep on it. So
Hmm.
yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll see. I know a lot of people hate it, but it's definitely become mandatory. So
Yeah, it's quite the watched and looked at. I
yeah,
joined a couple streamers on their raid things, and they check everyone's Raider IO before even inviting them. So it's like, ugh. Like we check Raider IO before we invite pugs. Yeah, I mean, not to the
and we
extent we're like, oh,
suck.
there's no
So
way,
it
right?
depends on how desperate we are, right? Like tonight at 208 mage, just like, oh, I don't want to take him. I know it's a go. Oh, I don't care. Let's go.
Yeah, I
But
mean, we
yeah.
got some good mythic. We got some good mythic progression tonight, though.
Finally,
So,
yeah, we're climbing back slowly. So next up
excuse me,
is gonna
tired.
be Soul Senders. This is how we're gonna upgrade our legendaries to level 5 and 6.
And you got a little tidbit that you heard in an interview, right, about legendaries.
Yeah, so Ian Hazacosta with Preach, he quoted that. Where's the quote? Let's see. There's only gonna be one Lego till the end of the expansion.
Sorry,
That's a
folks.
quote from. So I guess they're just so far behind trying to balance two Legos right now. They ain't got the time for that. So
So if you've been hoping that you were gonna get a double Lego, that's probably not gonna happen
yeah,
anytime
keep
soon.
dreaming,
What they
keep
confirmed
dreaming.
is just one to the end of the expansion, and then after the next expansion, I mean, why would you want to wear two anyway? Because they're gonna be obsolete. But I mean, I guess you can get it for the start of leveling.
Who knows? Next expansion is probably going to be like 2025 at this rate. Shoot.
All right, which brings us to the Maw. Or I'm sorry, which brings us to Torghast.
Torghast changes.
Right. So right now, as this sits, Torghast, when you die too much, you get the, what does he call it? The first boss, basically in the raid, runs after you and basically beats you every time to the last boss. Right.
Yep.
That will no longer be. Now you would just get scored on like 8-point system. Um, the visual that I saw, it was like a bunch of like little gems that went across, like one gem to like 5 gems, kind of like a star, like 1 star to 5 stars, and then that kind of bases on what your reward is, and it's anywhere from the time it takes you to kill it to how many deaths to how much
Well, they're
how
gonna
clean it was, how
they're gonna
completed it
score.
was.
They're gonna score you on a bunch of stuff. So,
Right. So
Elite Slayer, Moratorium, Scorcher Blaster, Score Hero, Powered Rampage, Powered Mastery, stuff like that.
etc. etc.
Yeah, it's unclear at the moment exactly how the rewards will be doled out. 9.1. They're saying it'll be based off score. Higher scores will probably award more rewards. In order to get higher scores, you'll need to clear Torghast fast and also have as few deaths as possible. So.
Well, I mean, if you die, it's gonna slow you
Basically,
down.
they're gonna let you just keep dying and trying to finish it, but you won't get like major credit for completions and stuff. Just it's some class combos obviously can be ridiculously hard to finish some of those
Gotcha. Yeah, we learned that, right.
in.
Which brings us to mounting in the Maw. We will be able to mount in the Maw in here. Yes.
Yes, sir. It's looking like if they time gate it, which it's Blizzard, so they're gonna time gate it. Probably 3 or 4 weeks, and you should be able to fly. You fly in every zone in the mall except for Oribus.
Okay.
You won't be able to fly between zones. Obviously, you still have to take a path for those. I don't know why, but I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, because you're
Um,
like basically traveling to different planes.
yeah, pretty much. And we didn't go over it, but there are going to be 4 new layers in Torghast, and there's 2 new
Yep.
wings. Forgotten
Woo
Catacombs, Adamant Vaults, and then Skuldus Holes will go up 4 layers. So,
woo woo.
and there's
Um,
still some
one
questions about.
one note that was being put in here is currently this effect is not account wide. This is for the mounting, which means if means all your characters you wish to do more Maw exploration must start the 9.1 quest line and find their way to Corthea. So, and I believe that's the girl that tells you don't trust.
Now, I will say, if you made it this far, bad news. Corthea is nothing more than a daily quest hub. There's nothing special about it.
Nope.
There's not going to be no crazy chest. It's not some awesome thing. It's some really cool quests that advance the story, and then it's 4 quests a day. Like, that's it.
Yep. It's just you have to make it up to that to get the quest that's called Who's the Mall Walker.
Yep.
So, but I mean, that's kind of our wrap up here. There is some class changes and some other stuff that you can find on Wowhead. I don't want to bore you with it. It's very simple stuff.
But we'll always have more videos coming, guys. Please
100%.
like and subscribe. I know we had a very chill mellow video. Just going over wrapping up the 9.1 stuff. We'll do some class change videos once they flush that all out. Good news, Demon Hunter is getting another buff. Surprise, surprise, not surprised. But please like and subscribe. Hit that sub button. In a few days, we're gonna have a video of my man finally shaving his beard.
Saturday.
What? I can't wait.
Yeah, sorry for my little energetic kind of family in town this week. So it's been a kind of a tight week. Even raiding has been a little bit rough. I've been getting my phone blown up by a certain person. Oh, where you at? We're raiding. I'm coming home. So
Dude, it was an
birthday's
hour and a
tomorrow.
half late.
Yeah, man.
Can't be late for raid like that. Y'all know that.
Especially the raid leader. Dang,
Right? You're the damn raid leader. You ain't even showing up for raid. Just come on, man.
So, like always, I have our good buddy Snuggle Muffins Man. He's on Twitch. Check him out, man. He's playing a lot of Outriders. Man, that game was fun. I'm kind of bored of it now, but it was a good game. If you haven't tried it, you definitely should. It was pretty cool. I don't know if it's worth $60. Maybe wait until it drops a little bit, but good game. Okay story. If you like a looter shooter game, it's for you. I promise you. So, Snuggle Muffin Man, check him out. He's on Twitch. Good dude.
All right, with
Anything else,
that,
my friend?
I think that's gonna be it, man. Gaming Dads out.